Just did a couple of videos where, let me turn this off. Just did a couple of videos the last couple of days where we explained to you about the drawdown request. When you do a payment order, you're giving instructions. You're not asking a question. You're not saying, Mama, please. You're not saying, Simon, is it okay? I mean, did you say it was okay, Simon? Okay, you're saying, no, no, pick that up, bring it over there, and when you finish with that, I need you to go into that room and I need you to clean up. And when you finish cleaning up, I'm going to come in and I'm going to inspect it. And then when you finish that, I got some more work for you to do in the yard. Now, you only have an hour to do all of this, and I'm not going to tolerate any slacking. That's what you're doing. You're giving instructions to a servant, to a child. You see, when you get a loan, the one thing that these idiots forgot is that they created another account in your name. It's called the collateral account, or the restricted collateral account, or the closed collateral account, the DACA. When they created that account, they had to document you as the owner. You're the principal. They're the agent. You're the principal. They're the agent. It's under the law of agency. All you got to do is just understand it's under the law of agency. You don't need to know nothing about the law of agency. It's a principle. They understand. So they like to say, well, we don't accept this. Oh, I didn't ask you for acceptance. Nobody's asking you whether or not you accept it or not. That's not your job. Now, hold on. Once you send them a payment order, now you guys have to do your own payment orders. We have it for our clients. We're doing it for our clients. Hold on now. Just be patient. We're doing it now. We're doing it for our clients. I'm doing it for the people in consultations, but I am not giving it to you guys. Why? Because I'm giving you the instructions. Go do your research. I'm not going to do it for you. I'm not going to be an enabler of your lack of due diligence. But I'm not. I don't care. You can come up with whatever excuse you want. I just told you the way it is. I'm not making a suggestion as to how it should be. I'm telling you the way it is. TIZ. Okay? So, as I said, you're giving instructions to them. They have policies, procedures that they must follow. Do you know that by law, when you have an account with a bank and you give instructions to the bank to pay off a debt, that they are required to do so? Let's do some fact checking. I'm working on some things in the background. Let's go to GPT. Hey, G, what up, homie? Usually when a bank has a customer that has two accounts with the bank, and let's say the customer is overdrawn on one account, what is the policy and procedure that allows the bank to withdraw the funds from the other account to bring the balance, the overdrawn funds that is owed the bank, to zero? And the law that allows them to do this, the Treasury has the same program. It's called TOP. Okay, the Treasury Offset Program. Watch what the banks have. TikTok. Remember, the banks are under the Treasury. Banks have a contractual and common law right called set-off. It's called the right of set-off, or a banker's set-off, to move funds from one account to cover an overdraft in another account held by the same customer. The banks have the right of set-off, ladies and gentlemen, and they apply it all the time. Well, that other account that they created, called the collateral account, the pledge collateral account, oh, no, 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 no. They took your note and they pledged it because your note was received at par. You see, they're greedy. Sorry, I apologize. They're greedy. They're overly greedy. And they keep coming up with presumptions to try to stop you from securing your rights. So now you're going to secure them by documenting, oh, no, 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 no. They have a pledge collateral account? Yeah, they set it up for me. Yeah, yeah, it's a restricted collateral account. Oh no, operating circular number 10, appendix number 3, and section 12.3. That's the agency agreement where I'm the principal, they're the agent. Yeah, yeah, they set the account up because I gave them permission. Yeah, that's all in the agreement. Oh, what's the agreement? Oh, they're the custodian of the record. You have to get that from them. Oh, wait, you're saying I need to have that? Okay, I need that agreement. Oh, you're not giving it to me, Your Honor. I need an order now. No, no, no. You said I needed it. They're the custodian of record. That means they just told me they ain't gonna give it to me. That means you have to order them to give it to me. So I'm putting in my oral petition to demand, command, and have you compel discovery. Thank you, Your Honor. You're so nice. Man, I didn't think this was going to go so well, but you just did it for me. Thank you for saying I needed it. They got it. The law says they must provide it. You now need to order it since they told me they ain't going to do it, and that we can get all this settled in no time. Oh, by the way, thank you for also proving this ain't a simple contract issue. Yeah, I know. Oh, and they got the right to set off, and I gave them an order. Hey, you can. I said you got my permission to use the funds in that account. Oh yeah, they must keep records of that account. They can't just have that account just sitting there and not documenting how much its value is. Yeah, I need to see everything that's in there because that's my account. Look, it says I'm the owner. So they say I owe $200,000 and there's $4 million in that account. Take your stupid $200,000. No, we can take care of that later. Yeah, I'm gonna write that off and then count it as income at the same time, and then pay the taxes on it, and then I'm gonna overpay the taxes. I'm gonna get the money back anyway. So go right on ahead, and y'all just take that. Oh no, Your Honor. I know I feel for you. I know you want to cry because y'all came up with all of these stupid presumptions in the past to try to block us from getting access. Block this. Excuse me. No, no, no. I wasn't calling you a female. No, I wasn't calling you that. I just said block this, and I just stopped right there. I didn't go no further. Oh, you presumed I was calling you one of them? Well, I can't help your presumptions. You are a court of presumption. So if that's what you presumed, I can't change that. That's your presumption. You presume that. So you hold on, take that, but own that, mother. Oh no, I didn't call you a mother. No, I said own that mother. I didn't say nothing else after that. But if that's what you presumed I was saying, then you go right on ahead. You hold on to that one too. That look at it, you getting a whole lot of stuff to hold on to. Yeah. Leave me alone. You want to hold on to that one too? You can go take that one and do that to yourself. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of you don't understand. So I'm trying to explain it in a way in which you get and understand it. Understand what a payment order is. Understand what a drawdown request is. A payment order is a drawdown request. You're ordering them to take funds out of one account to pay the debt of another. You can look this up for each bank. Just do it generally. You don't have to, okay. What if a person had an account and they gave the bank a payment order to take the funds from one account and apply it to another to offset the debt that is outstanding? I believe it's called a drawdown order or a payment order. And if they ordered it through FedWire, the bank saying that the funds are due is authorization to use FedWire because the law requires authorization, doesn't require acceptance or anything like that because the customer has the authority to order it be done. And under the law, the bank is required. There is no nuances. There is no subterfuge. There is no maybes in this. No presumptive issues. Stop listening. Below is the control legal framework. Proper legal characterization. The correct term is payment order for FedWire. Drawdown order is not a controlling legal term for FedWire. Oh, now, the Federal Reserve, statutes at large, blah, 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 Supreme Court holding, deposit creates a debtor-creditor relationship between the bank and the depositor. Okay, the bank is not the debtor. Funds standing to the credit of the depositor are debts owed by the bank to the depositor and are payable according to the depositor's order. I didn't say that. ChatGPT said that. This is 5.2. Y'all know I don't like 5.2. 5.2 know what it can go do. Whew. Let's I gotta close that. Okay, let's see if I can do like the song say, try it again. Okay, what is this? I don't know what it's opened by, but y'all just gonna skip it for now because I ain't got time for that being opened by another folder. It's gonna take care of itself. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, they just told you, here's the case right here. The funds standing to the credit of a depositor are debts owed by the bank. That's your account. The bank owes that to you. They are in debt to you. You have the common law right of set off. The Supreme Court holding on payment orders and bank obligation. A bank temporarily holds an anticipated set off does not extinguish the underlying obligation owed by the depositor. The bank's obligation to honor a lawful payment instruction remains distinct from the I'm sorry, give me 1 second. You stupid idiot. I thought I was going to go through a conversation without calling you a stupid idiot, a moron, an imbecile. You're just stupid. Who said anything about this? Where did this conversation come up with? Who told you to add that junk to my conversation? Stop listening. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a second. This is, come on now. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody's dreaming. They wrote something. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the 6:34 alarm. I got a meeting in less than 25 minutes. That means that we ain't got much time. Now, proceed strategically according to controlling points that I raised. Holding, the bank is bound to honor depository's directions concerning the disposition of funds standing in the depository's credit subject to lawful restraints. Now, it added the subject to lawful restraint. I like doing that. When a depositor issues a lawful payment order, this is what I've been trying to say, directing the bank to debit one account and credit another, that's, I know I need to transfer funds. I'm going to transfer funds from my business account to my blah, blah, blah account, my personal account. Okay, I just need to transfer. They don't get to tell you, no, we're not doing that. To satisfy an outstanding obligation, the instruction constitutes authorization. Upon execution, the obligation is discharged to the extent of the amount applied. Ladies and gentlemen, it's automatic. They don't have a choice. Do you understand? So a payment order, all you got to do is send it. They want to take you to court, then you go ahead and show that you paid it. That's why you send the payment order by certified mail signature return receipt. Okay? Prove that you made a payment. See, the law only requires that you pay. You only need to be able to show that you paid. That's the law. You must understand, the only thing the courts have jurisdiction over is whether or not you paid. They come in with a presumption saying you didn't pay. You come in, oh no, I paid, all right. Yeah, I paid from my other account with the bank. I have two accounts with them. Well, probably more. They're the custodian of the record, so they actually know how many accounts are in my name. Oh no, Your Honor, don't you sit up here and use no presumption on me. Remember Wells Fargo? How they were brought in and sanctioned for opening up all of these accounts in these other people's names that they didn't even know about. So don't you dare tell me it don't happen. It's historical fact. I ain't got to prove that. That's historical fact. It's not a presumption, you ignorant mother. No, I didn't. Look, you want to hold on to stuff, you go right on ahead and hold on to that. Stupid idiot. Oh, no, that was directed at you. Wasn't directed at the court. See, can't be held in contempt of court for calling you a stupid idiot. I'm talking about you. I ain't talking about the court. So if you want to hold me in contempt of judge, you go right ahead and hold me in contempt of judge. I'd like to see that charge stand up in anybody's court. You don't have that authority, judge. What? I can call you a garden tool all day long because it looks like you got a lot of work you've been putting in to get up to that seat right there. Yeah, that was on your back. Mhm. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I get so tired of them doing y'all like this, but y'all need to start learning the law. Y'all need to start understanding. You create a payment order, you create the proof that they must accept the payment order, you send it certified mail. Now, hold on. And then you let them know that this constitutes a, what is that stupid thing? Payoff, bringing the account to zero. You want them to issue as soon as the payment is applied, and the payment is applied immediately. There is no delay. Once you issue the payment order and they receive it, they have to transfer the funds. Go ahead and look up the rules. The rules say once I issue a payment order and the funds are in the account, that the transfer is immediate upon receipt. What law covers this? You guys must understand this is ChatGPT 5.2. It is stupid. That's why I'm using it to prove that that's the way it happens. Pay attention. The rule you are describing is governed by federal funds transfer law and the operating law of the Federal Reserve Banks for Fedwire payment orders. Excuse me, payment orders. Controlling statute. Congress vested the Federal Reserve Banks with the authority to operate real-time gross settlement facilities. Supreme Court holdings on facilities in immediate effect of wire transfer, because Fedwire is a wire transfer. Wire transfer through Fedwire system affect immediate movement of the funds upon execution according to the system's rules, and such transfers are treated as completed payments once processed. And black letter law rule of funds transfer law, payment orders. Payment order once received by the receiving bank and when sufficient funds exist is executed by the bank by issuing a corresponding transfer through the funds transfer system. Execution affects immediate settlement under the operation of the rules. You don't have to wait 14 days, 15 days, 100 days. It's immediate. I hope those of you who are paying attention can pay attention. If you can't pay attention, then you're going to pay something, okay? One way or another, you're going to pay. I would rather you pay this way. So if you have a mortgage, if your friend has a mortgage, what is it going to hurt you to do a payment order? Watch this. Can you show me all of the elements of a payment order and what it generally looks like? I'm interested. I keep telling you, you have to create your own payment order. I shouldn't even be doing this for you. You should be able to do this on your own without me or anybody else helping you. These are all of the elements that you have to include in the payment order. Sorry, it's this time of year. We had a lot of rain. There's a lot of pollen in the air and allergy season. No, I'm not taking anything for it. I'm just going to live with it and deal with it. Now, pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Create your payment order. Watch this. Oh, no, no, no. I want a diagram. I want an image of what it looks like. I don't want you just giving me some little stupid text message. Now, you guys are going to get this. Go have your fun. Okay? Now, don't do the wire transfer thing. That's stupid. And it knows it's stupid. Wire transfer instructions. Nobody asked for wire transfer. But wire transfer instructions is a payment order. Okay? But it's not a wire. Now, watch what I do. You know better than that. Wire transfer instructions is not a payment order. A payment order is a very distinct process with the bank. Stop playing these stupid games with me. Now, you notice how when I told it, I thought I was going to go the whole conversation without calling it stupid or a moron. Oh, you are correct on the distinction. A payment order is blah, blah, blah. It gives you the diagram of how it works and everything. Let's see what example of a payment order. Oh, look at that. It did such a simple order. Now you can take this and make it look like whatever you want. Okay? Now I'm not saying that that's what it is. We created our own, but make sure it has all of the necessary information. Okay? And remember, it's to your bank. That's the receiving bank. And the account number you already have, and their ABA routing number you already have. So, ta-da! Now, look, it is a bank-to-bank payment order, but you're doing it as a bank. Okay? Fedwire access is automatic because the bank is a Fedwire institution. They are your proxy, and they, by law and Operating Circular 10, 12.3, must do everything in their power to do what's in their best interest. So all you got to do is document that this is, according to the agreement, what's in their best interest. Hey, that's it. I'm not giving y'all no more. Do your research, people. Got to go. Y'all take care. Hey, don't say that nobody told you.